Good morning, grade 9. Today we're going to start with the introduction to the exponents. As you can see here, 3, and there is a small 4 on the top. We call that 3 to the power of 4. So I'm going to say all this, we call it power, 3 to the power of 4. However, if I want to get the information about only 3, and only 4, we call the 3 as base, and we call the 4 exponent. So some people, they can read it 3 exponent 4 or 3 to the power of 4. And 3 is the base, whatever it's down, it's the base, and whatever it's up, we call it exponent. So we have this question, and the question is saying what? It's saying evaluate each of the following. The word evaluate, that means you have to find a value. So 5, the base, and the 3 is the exponent. The exponent here means that I repeat the 5 3 times. I multiply the base by itself 3 times. So 5 times 5 times 5. So since it's saying evaluate, I have to find the answer. So that means I can think with this way: 25 times 5. 5 times 5 equal 25. 5 times 2 equal 10. That means 12. So this is the final answer. The second question, it's saying what? It's saying 4 to the power of 2. Base is 4. 2 is the exponent. That means since the exponent is 2, I am multiplying 4 by itself 2 times. 4 times 4. And for sure the answer, we should write here equal for each answer. For sure the answer here equal to 16. 2 to the power of 1. Base is 2, exponent is 1. That means I repeat the base 1 time only. That means 2, and this is the final answer. 10 to the power of 3. The exponent is 3. The base is 10. I repeat the base and I multiply it by itself how many times? 3 times. And here we can see that right away, 1,000. Some students, they do this mistake. They multiply 3 by 10, which means 30, which is a big mistake. The 3 here, the exponent, means that you repeat the base and you time it by itself 3 times. Next, write each of the following as a power. So we need to transfer these problems and we write it as a power. So you can see here the 4, it's repeated and multiplied by each other by how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means this is right away 4 to the power of 5. The 4 is my base and the exponent is 5. Why? Because I repeated 5 times. The same thing here, negative 2. You can see here the negative 2 inside the bracket, it's multiplied by itself 3 times. Right away, my base will be negative 2. And don't forget to add the bracket and to see how many times I repeated. 3 times. That means exponent 3. If you write it negative 2 with this way, exponent 3, this is wrong. You have to repeat the same bit because it's multiplied by itself. The whole thing inside the bracket is repeated 3 times. That means I have to write it this way. Now here I have to be careful that I have the 4. It's multiplied by itself 3 times. So I take the 4 to the power of 3 time. Here the 7, it's multiplied by itself 2 times. So 7 to the power of 2. You can write it this way, or you can write it simply with this way because there is no sign positive or negative. It's positive actually. So 4 to the power of 3 times 7 to the power of 2. Now, evaluate each of the following. Here we have to be careful from one thing, that the 4, it affecting whatever inside the bracket, everything inside the bracket. Therefore, my base will be negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, 4 times. If you like to write it with this way, I prefer actually, instead of this multiplication, it give me, or it can confuse between the x and the multiplication. So I prefer negative 2 inside the bracket with this way, and I multiply it 4 times. Now, there is 2 methods to do this one. The first method, which is a little bit long, we can say negative 2 times negative 2. You see that the result of negative times negative, it's positive 4. And here, negative and negative, it will give me positive 4. So don't forget, I'm multiplying positive 4 by positive 4. That means 16. This is one way. Another way, we say what? Since I multiply the negative 4 times, and 4, it's an even number, therefore the answer has to be positive. And after that, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16. So this is very, very important that you need to notice something like that. If I have a negative number, whatever this number, and here the exponent is odd, and another time I have a negative number and here the exponent is even, right away without thinking, if it's odd, the answer will be negative. However, if it's even exponent, 4, 6, 8, 2, all of this will bring me a positive answer. So here, it's exponent 4. The 4 here, it's even number. Right away, it has to be positive answer. However, here, we need to know that the 4 affect only whatever inside the bracket. So the negative stay as it is. And now I take whatever inside the bracket and I time it 4 times by itself. So 2, I repeat it 4 times. This is my base, exponent 4. But the negative is not affected by the 4. So I leave it as it is negative. And after that, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16. Can you see the difference? This is positive 16. This is negative 16. What about this one? Again, the 4 here affect only the 2. Affect only the 2. However, number 1, the 4 affected the whole thing, negative 2. But here, it's only the 2. So I leave the negative as it is, and I say 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is negative, again, 16. Next, evaluate each of the following. Here, there is a fraction. The fraction means that I take the 4 and I say that this 4 affects anything inside the 2 and the 3, both of them. That means equal to 2 to the power of 4 over 3 to the power of 4. Since I have to evaluate, that means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 over 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And the result is going to be 16. And here, 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 3, 9, 9 times 9, 81. The same thing here, but be careful. The 3 affect everything, the negative, the 2, and the 5. That means I take this one, negative 2 over 5, the whole thing, and I repeat it 3 times. So the negative 2 over the 5, it will be my base, and I repeat it 3 times because it's exponent 3. So negative, negative, negative. If it's, as I said here, odd number, that means the result, the final answer is going to be negative. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 5 times time, it's 25. 25 times time, the time 5 equal 125. And finally, this one, I repeat the base twice. So that means 1 over 7 times 1 over 7. 1 times 1 equal 1. 7 times 7 equal 49. Next, evaluate each of the following. So I have to find what is my base and what is my exponent. So the exponent is 5. That means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 is my base. The 2 is my exponent. That means 5 times 5 minus 4. It's my base. How many times? 3 times 4 times 4. So now I do it step by step. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 2, 32. Plus 5 times 5, 25. Minus 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4. So if I want to get like that, 4 times 6, 24. That means 64. Now, with bad math, we know if I have addition and subtraction, they have the same level. However, we start from left to right. So 32 plus 25 equals 7. 5, 57 minus 64. Now, since the negative is larger than the positive, that means 64 minus 57, that means 7 with negative answer. Next, I have to see everything. The 2 here doesn't affect the negative. It affects only the 3. So that means negative only 3 times 3 minus. Here the 3 affect both of them. It affects the negative and it affects the 3. That means minus. I can take the negative 3, time it by negative 3 by negative 3. This is my base. I repeat it 3 times. And 3 exponent 5, that means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So now, 3 times 3 equals 9. That means negative 9. Minus. We have here the negative 3 repeated 3 times. This is odd number 3 times. That means the final answer equal negative. Negative what? 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. Over. Here, 3 times 3, it's 9. 3 times 3, it's 9. 9 times 9, 81. 81 times 3. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 8, 24. Equal. Negative 9, negative times negative equal positive 27 over 243. The positive is larger than negative. That means 27 minus 9. That means 18 was positive over 243. Next, and this is the last one. 1 over 3, which is the third, exponent 2 minus negative 2/3 exponent 3. Again, we will do the same thing. I have to make attention to this 2, it affecting 1 over 3. This is the base. So I'm going to multiply 1/3 by 1/3. Minus. Now the 3 here affect what? Affect the negative and the 2 and the 3. That means I take everything as a base, negative 2 over 3, and I repeat it 3 times with this way. Now I'm saying 1/3 times 1/3 equal 1 over 9 minus. Here I have the negative repeated 3 times, and this is going to be odd number. That means the answer is negative. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8 over 3 times 3, it's 9. 9 times 3, 27. Now, since this is a fraction, first of all, I have to fix the problem of this and this. Negative times negative, it's going to be positive 8 over 27. However, here I have to have the same denominator between both of them. So 27, I will leave it as it is. The 9 to transfer it to 27, I need to multiply by 3. That means 3 times 1, 3. the 8 staying as it is, the final answer is going to be 11 over 27. I hope that you understood the introduction of exponent. Thank you for your attention.